Hello and welcome to another module of the web development course. This is your instructor Aditya Pandey, and in this module we will be seeing how to set backgrounds for your HTML document using CSS. We can set the following properties for backgrounds, that is background color, image, background repeat, position, attachment and size. We will have a look at all of these one by one through examples, and we will understand this better. So let's go to the HTML document we created. What we will do over here, that we will open the external style sheet and we will apply the background to the body tag. Okay, so let's use the first property, that is background color, and set any color you like I would use DE 5687. I will use this color, save it and just open the uh, page for css.html. So you can see over here that this background color has changed, but we are not able to see the text because the transparency is set to 0.00. I think, yeah, set it to 0.8. okay, save and just refresh. So we are now able to see this too. Now we will setting a background image for this web page, and I have saved a web page I have saved a background image over here in the same folder, practice, in which I have saved this file. The name of that is background. I have two background images as well, background 1 and background 2. First we will using this background1.jpg. So to use an image as your background, you have to write the background image, then URL, and then quotes, then the path of the image you want to use as the background. Here I am having the image in the same folder, so I will have to just write this period and forward slash, this means the present working directory, and then the name background 1.jpg. Save this, open this file and just refresh. So as you can see, we have set the background. Now what we will do, we will add some content to our HTML so that this page is scrollable, so it has that much content that we can scroll the web page. Okay, so let's create a p tag and just add some content to it, copy it multiple times and save it. Just refresh the page. Now this page is scrollable. So what you can see over here, that the background is repeating itself. Okay, so to avoid this thing, we will have to write in the property background repeat no hyphen repeat. So refresh it now and you'll see that this background is not repeating. But what is happening now, that when we scroll this, the lower half is not having any background and this part is having. That is because the background is being scrolled with the web page. To avoid this problem, what we will have to do, that we will have to add another line to our style tag, background attachment. This will attach our background to the window and it won't scroll. Just refresh this page and you will see that the page is scrolling but the background is fixed. Okay, now we will use the second file for this background, setting the background, that is background 2. That's an image, that's a clip art for an owl. Just save it and refresh this. So you can see that it is being repeated over here. We will add the line background repeat, no repeat, save it. It is not being repeated now. Now what I want to do, that I want to bring this image on the top right corner over here. Okay, so what I will do, I would write here background dash position hyphen position, then top right, then refresh the page. So you can see that here it comes on the top right corner. Now as we scroll the web page, this background is also being scrolled. We can also fix it over here, fix this clip art on the top right corner using the background attachment property, fixed. So the page is being scrolled but the background is fixed. We can also set the size for this background, like I would like to set it to 800 px height and 400 px width. So now this will look something like this. The width is 800 px, height is 400 px. Just reverse it, this would look something better now. Oh, the owl is so slim now. Just make the width to be more like 700 px. This looks better now. So that's how we deal with backgrounds using CSS. We will also look into one more thing in this video, that is gradients, and we will use gradients in our backgrounds. So to apply gradients as the background of a web page, we will have to write body, then we write the gradient, we pass the value of the gradient color to background dash image property. Basically there are two types of gradients used in CSS, radial and linear. Here we will be using linear gradient. Okay, so first we will start from writing just linear gradient and we will see a transition from red to yellow. Just save it, open the web page and refresh it. So you can see that there is a transition happening from red to yellow from the top to bottom. We can also change the direction of this transition by just writing to right in the beginning, saving it and refresh. So we can see the transition is happening from the left to right. We can also change it to left or to top, as you can see over here. Red, the transition is now happening from bottom to top, from red to yellow. Okay, we can also have diagonal gradients. We will just need to write the angle in place of 2 right or 2 bottom. What I will do, I will write 45 degrees and just refresh. So now what you will see, that this transition is happening from red to yellow at an angle of 45 degrees in this, along this line, along my cursor, this transition is happening. Okay, so we can also put any value, like any RGB value or any hexadecimal value in place of the name of the colors. As we saw that we can pass several different values for colors like RGB, hexadecimal. We will open color picker and we will choose any value that looks good. I will choose this one to and this. Just copy and paste the hexadecimal value, save it and refresh the page. So you can see the transition is happening from left to right. What more we can do with gradients is that we can choose multiple color stops, or you can say that we, instead of using just two colors and instead of seeing just one transition or showing just one transition, we can choose several colors and we can show multiple transitions. Like, let's select 4 colors for here. We will see 3 transitions for 4 colors. Save this document, save the CSS file and just reload this page. You can see now over here along this line, along 45 degrees, you are seeing a transition from this color to this color, then this color. Along the line there are 4 colors. Okay, you can choose darker colors. I am using lighter colors here. You can choose darker colors to see the transitions more clearly. Now we'll come to radial gradients. To use radial gradients, we don't have to do a lot. We just have to replace this linear word with radial, and we have two shapes in radial gradients, ellipse and circle. So we will use circle over here and we will use the same colors. Save it, refresh. You can see a circular gradient is being displayed. To show you it more, to show you this transition more clearly, I will use red and yellow. So you can see this transition more clearly now. I will show you with one more color. You can also use different colors for this radial gradient, also multiple colors. You can see from red to yellow to green to blue. There are a number of transitions. So you can also change the shape to ellipse. So this has become elliptical now. Okay, so that's all for this video. See you in the next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe.